friends, welcome back to my channel. I have like a really random collective haul to share with you. I was like going back and forth on sharing this or waiting because I have a few other things coming in the mail, but I just cannot wait. I want to share them with you. I've got a lot of like repurchase items, things that I have used quite frequently and now I needed to just sort of replenish my stock. So we'll go ahead and get started with Ulta first. So I got a Ulta 20% off coupon, like your total purchase. And I have to say, it was very tempting, but it ended up being incredibly deceptive because most of the items in my cart, it said that it wouldn't apply the 20% off to, even though it claimed that it was not exclusive to the non-prestige brands. But I ended up making my purchase anyways because there were still some pretty good deals, but I have to say it really made me appreciate the transparency of Sephora because the Sephora VIB, Rouge, and VIB sale, when it says 20% off, it doesn't exclude anything, and I probably would have spent a lot more money at Ulta had they really been able to apply my discount to everything. But enough of that rant, let me show you what I got. So I picked up some sponges from Real Techniques. I am just about out of my beauty blender. There was like a weird hiccup a while back when I was a member with Birchbox and I placed an order and they were changing like manufacturing stores or warehouses or whatever. So they ended up sending me like 10 beauty blenders or something, and I'm finally going through those and working them out. And so I wanted to pick up the Real Techniques sponge. I used this 100 years ago and liked it, but didn't go out and buy it after I'd used my one up that I had purchased because I had so many other beauty blenders. So I'm going to start using these and see if I like them still just as much as when I first used them. And then I also needed to repurchase the 2 Miracle Mini Eraser sponges. This is what I use to pat out my under eye concealer. These are awesome. I'm really happy to have these. I like have worn mine out to death, so I'm just happy to have stocked back up on sponges. I also need to restock on some number 7 stuff. What I needed to get was the number 7 Instant Illusion Wrinkle Filler. It looks like this. This was an item that I had gotten for free almost 2 years ago at this point, and I wasn't sure what I was going to use it for, but I actually now found that this is a holy grail item for me. I squeeze a little bit of this out and I pat it on my under eye area before I do my foundation and concealer, and it helps fill in the fine lines. And I've noticed ever since I brought this into my beauty routine that I don't have the sinkage of concealer into those areas as noticeably as I used to. Sometimes, depending on what concealer I'm using, it can be pretty perfecting. Other times, it just sort of helps negate any more noticeable sinkage. So this stuff is awesome. It's kind of pricey. It's $20, but like I said, I use it every single day, and it took me 2 years to go through my last one. So I'm definitely fine with basically spending $10 a year for that one little beauty flaw that I have. I also picked up my day and night cream that I really like. This is the Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Day Cream with SPF 30. It's supposed to visibly improve deep lines and wrinkles, younger looking skin in just 2 weeks. I don't know about that, but it definitely is good for my skin. And then the night cream is the same. I tried the green version of this, which was meant for more oily skin, and I definitely don't think my skin is as oily as necessary for that type of product. So I wanted to go back to the original line, and they were buy one, get one 40% off, plus I had 20% off additionally on the 40% off one. So I ended up making it really reasonable. These are only like $20 a tub, which I don't think is unreasonable when it comes to skincare because we all know how pricey skincare can get. I also wanted to pick up another eyeliner. I recently, if you guys watched the Trash Talk, like, I don't know, maybe a month ago, 6 weeks ago, I don't know how long ago it was, I had rediscovered and pulled out the L'Oreal Voluminous Noir Liquid Liner. I wasn't sure they still made this stuff, so when I was on the website, I noticed that they had it, and I wanted to pick up another one. I don't need to use this right now. I'm trying to work on some pencil eyeliners before the year is over, but definitely when January hits, I'm cracking this out. So I'm super early to the game to buy this, but I was just so excited that they still had it, so I wanted to pick it up. And then lastly, I was tempted by a new mascara, and that was the CoverGirl Peacock Flare Mascara. It's really pretty packaging. It has like a rubberized section for you to hold, which I like. The wand is kind of just like a quirky wand. I feel like CoverGirl plays with mascara formulations and wand revamping the most, and I feel like half the time it's just super gimmicky and I don't like it, but the other half the time I do really like it. So I thought I'd go ahead and try it. I've only used this a couple of times. I'm not amazed, but I also don't hate it. So I don't know, we'll keep playing with it and see how I like it, but I did go ahead and pick this up. So now let's talk about Walgreens for a second. So I saw a review from Andrea Montiliano, I think is her last name. I'll link her down below. She's one of my favorite YouTubers, one of the first people I started watching when I started to watch beauty people on YouTube. She did a whole review on a Wet n Wild brush set, and she just raved and raved and raved about it. And so I decided to go ahead and order it online. I never seem to find new releases for holidays or anything special like that from Wet n Wild in my Walgreens stores. So they had it online, and then you can ship it to the stores now for free. So I went with that option. This is what the set looks like in case you haven't seen it. I was most intrigued by a powder brush. This powder brush, in fact. This is exactly what I have been looking for, and I'll be honest, the Too Faced Mr. Right Now powder brush, I think is what it's called, like a little bow tie on it. I was going to buy that during the Sephora VIB sale. It basically is, it's like $35, so with the sale, it probably would have been around like the $30 mark. This whole set was $30, so I was like, well, why don't I just try this? Because even if I only really like this brush, I'm at least gaining some other brushes here. Well, let me tell you, this set is fabulous. This, it looks like metal, but it's just super lightweight, like a plastic, but they're very durable. I really have enjoyed these, and this is exactly what I wanted to be applying powder around my mouth, which is the only place I apply powder. I apply powder like here and underneath my eyes. Everything else I leave alone. So if you can come across this set, or if you know a friend of this holiday season who needs brushes, I think this is an awesome value. I really, really like these. I would either buy them from Walgreens or even like Wet n Wild, but I mean, you get everything you need. I'll probably do a get ready with me soon, going back into my wedding series, because Ben and I recently did our engagement photos and then got the photos. And a lot of these brushes I actually am using now in my everyday routine. So I was a really big fan of this, and I would highly recommend it. Some other like drugstore items that I picked up to restock is the e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleanser. I placed an order with e.l.f. and it hasn't come in yet. I haven't gotten any email saying my order is even shipped, and I ran out, so I had to pick some of this up. I also recently used up my CoverGirl True Blend liquid makeup in Ivory. This stuff is awesome. I actually took my engagement photos with this on, and my skin looked really, really pretty. Now, I have to admit, I'm not someone who has very finicky skin. I don't have really any texture or not a lot of acne issues, so it doesn't take a lot to really make me happy with my skin, but I really like this and used it up, so I bought another one. This is gonna be like my third or fourth one of these this year. The pump is kind of garbage and I don't really like it, but the product inside is magical. And then I picked up, because it was on sale, Formula Argan Wear Argan Oil. This is the argan oil that I was so graciously told about, thank you, that does not have any of the glitter in it. I don't have too many body lotions that are winter scented, but I do have a couple that I really would like to work through this winter. I'm kind of torn because I also still want to work on body creams, because I know those expire wicked fast compared to the body lotions, but I figured I would at least pick this up. CVS was having like spend $10, get $7 back. This stuff is $15, which is pricey, but it's not unusual for Physicians Formula. So with the cash back, it was basically half off. So I grabbed it. The last one that I'd had for like 2 years, and it hadn't gone bad, so I'm not worried. I'm sure I'll start using this when I finish up another one of my body lotions and bring this in. A couple more places I went to, because like I said, I've been a little fiend, and that is ColourPop. ColourPop is coming to Sephora, which I'm really excited about, but when they launched on Sephora, it was super limited, which I'm kind of upset about, kind of not, because I get it. They're, you know, just establishing themselves with a huge company like Sephora. They probably can't have everything possible from their site on the Sephora page, but I had my eye on concealers and they weren't there. So I was just kind of waiting and wondering if they would do a, you know, free shipping soon, and on Halloween they did. So I ended up trying their concealers. I grabbed 2 colors because I had really no idea which one I was going to be. So I grabbed light, and then I grabbed light neutral. And the reason why light is in the box and light neutral is not is because I actually am a much better color match for light neutral. I would not describe my skin as neutral undertone. I really think I have more of like a pinky undertone to my skin, but this, I'll hold them up side by side. They're not gonna look that different, I don't think, but the light is a little bit too, almost like yellowy, I think, compared to just this very basic pale. So in my mind, I don't know, I wouldn't have named them these things, but that's what they were named. So I got both. I'm not going to return them. I'm not going to return this one because I don't think they do free returns, and whatever, it was, I think $5 or $6. I can live. Even having paid $12 and really only using one of them, I'm fine with that. So I'm really excited about this. The one hand, I have some concealers that I'm like, I need to work through these before I pull this out, but I'm wearing this today and I wore it yesterday, and the performance of this is magical. So I am really liking this. Don't regret it at all. And the last part of this haul I have is an Impress nails haul. I don't know what it is, but I feel like since I started to fall in love with Impress Nails, they have just upped their game. They have a functional website. They've only had that for not even maybe a year at this point, which they've been like randomly releasing good things on there. I started following them on Instagram, and they've been releasing certain ones in stores and like advertising them on their social media. And I've just been loving them, which is awful because I really also love painting my nails and wish I could grow my nails out, but I just am not nice to my nails anymore, so I just slap Impress nails on and they look really, really pretty. So the first ones that I picked up were these. They're actually the ones that I have right on my hand today. The thing I like about these the most is that I have really like average shaped nails and don't have really big nail beds. So I can actually get 2 uses out of these. I've mentioned that before, but I want to mention it again. You get 30 nails in here. So essentially like my first time wearing them, it's a perfect fit. And then the second time that I pick back through, they're not like the most perfect fit ever, but unless you're up close staring at them looking for those nuances, you don't notice that. So I think that they're a great value. $8 for essentially two sets of nails. That's way cheaper than getting a manicure. It's not as cheap as like nail polish itself, but these are super durable. Big fan of them. If you want to try nails that are artificial, I definitely recommend these. The other ones I picked up were these ones. The only thing my only qualm with these is that they don't have names, which is annoying. So I can't tell you the names of any of these. These ones I actually wore during Halloween. These are the medium length and they are super long. I understand they needed to be long because of the pattern on here, and I'll link my Instagram down below so that you can see them if you really want. But they were to the point where I had a hard time typing and that aggravated me. So I will keep these again for next year's Halloween, but I definitely won't wear them for a full week. I'll probably wear them for like a few days around Halloween because I absolutely couldn't stand how long they were. Medium length is just too long for me. I picked up another set of Halloween nails. I actually accidentally ordered 2 from the website, which I'm annoyed about. I tried to wear these. These are also medium length, but unfortunately, these are too crazy for me. I just couldn't figure out how to wear them, what nail went with what, and there was too much happening. At least with the haunted house ones, they could make a picture together and there was some kind of cohesion. These just feel absolutely crazy. So I have 2 packages of them. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. I'm gonna hold on to them for now, but I may try selling the new ones that I haven't opened and then maybe force myself to wear the other mismatched ones. I could also just, if I really wanted to, buy a color, maybe some purple ones, and then do some accent nails. I don't know, but they were just a little bit too all over the place for me to actually wear, which is a bummer because they were very fun and festive. The next pair I got is such to me perfect for my hair, my skin tone for fall. It's a matte army green with some gold accent. Oh, I love these. So I can't wait to wear these ones. And then I got some other ones that I think are nice for winter, but they're almost could be for spring too. So these are really pretty. I actually just placed another order on Impress Nails for a collaboration they released with some fashion designer. I don't know who he is, but I like the nails that he helped make. So I will have that order coming in soon. I'll probably do another follow-up video because I'm sure I'll have some purchases from the Sephora sale as well. But that is it for this kind of crazy, ridiculous, spendy haul. I haven't really been spending a lot of money lately, but I don't know what it is. There's a little bug inside me that's wanting to do a little bit of shopping. So hence this haul. But I'll talk to you guys in the next video real soon. Bye.